fight, and he's got some teammates in ramp. There's so many people there, and he is going to get shut down. That worked out exactly the opposite as to what G2 would have wanted. They're like, we're gonna fight. Like Hunter will take away like some of the attention away, and then the people on ramp will push up behind, and we're gonna crush them. And it just exploded right in their faces. Now the bomb is down.
Oh, a fresh smoke on Mini.
Yeah, but they never. I mean, how are they ever getting through here? 3-on-4 with manawk practically dead. They've got no grenades. They don't have a kit or anything else like that. This should never be happening. Yeah, nexa. Well, he's even worried about a potential flank coming through from ramp. Gonna make the dive down. It's some pretty good skateboarding going on, but again, I don't think it'll make the difference. manawk with 1 kill so far in the retake, and that's the last one that they're gonna get. Brehze with some pretty good action, and EG just, you know, great capitalizing on that. I don't know what they want to do originally, but as soon as they had the opening, they just went for it.
Yep, snapped, and that was what it was. It was the contact play here, just waiting to see what would happen, and then explode out onto the upper side and get that bomb planted as quickly as possible. And so, game plan actually worked here. And EG, you know, they do tend to have polished T-side pistol rounds, and that time it all worked out wonderfully.
Hunter was one of those like poor people who's like working into the stores when it's Black Friday in the US.
There you go.
Like, no, not yet. We're not open for business on the A-bomb side. Just hold on.
The Walmart greeter just getting wrecked,
trampled to death by angry shoppers. niko goes down right off the bat. We've got a scout, a Nova shotgun, and a Mag 7 and a deagle in play. What is this round? What is going on?
This is the return to 2013-14, where we were going to have the Bank of Sweden. This time, the Bank of Bosnia has Herzegovina.
Yeah.
Herzegovina.
There we go. You did it.
I did it?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. But that's what JW used to do. He used to post up on Hut with the shoddy and just farm people in Hut and in Squeak, and then essentially fund the defense for the entire half.
Yeah, it's been a while since that. I mean, that really was a fun strat when it was working out. Like, even in rounds where he could have afforded something else.
He'd still go for the shotgun.
snax was doing it also for a while. Like, it took turns, right? But now it's kind of gone away. So, I mean, I guess people just figured out how to counter it, and it just became less and less effective. Someone will have to write a history of what happened to the shotguns. 40 seconds on the clock, and the bomb is in lobby. manawk is kind of close by. This could, it could be a little bit dangerous here. There's the shotgun shutting down Ethan, and bomb is on CeRq. CeRq goes down as well. They're committed to this, and right up behind them, the shotguns are tearing them apart. Stanislaw, he has to win this fight. Oh, he's almost out of bullets, but not quite. And he's going to survive with just 17 health left. Oh, what a save that was.
How hard do these guys have to fight to win a follow-up round after a pistol? Nicely done. The Nova up close. Novas are lethal, man. I don't know why they fell out of style. You got to go for the Grandpa Cane, you know, the gun. Sick play here from Stan, though. Talk about coming through in a clutch that is absolutely vital. But... What's up?
You've got to think almost like in that 2-on-1, though. Maybe they didn't have to fight him. It's so hard. Like, the pressure is on. I think I'm doing the captain hindsight thing again, but
it's always risky.
Yeah, I just like I think there's like 20 seconds left, so you think, well, maybe they just, you know, like I guess if they leave him alone, maybe he could dive down the vents or something, and that would be a problem, right? If he gets down and gets the bomb down for free, but if he stays up at the site with 20 seconds, you know, he has to like sneak onto the site and try and plant the bomb when they're right next to him. So I don't know. They had him up. It's probably not true. I'm sure they did what they could. niko will go down, and Brehze is just, you know, entering onto the bomb site. Now he's getting shot from above, at least for a 1 dink there. Some pretty good kills, actually. 3 kills in this round, and they had really nothing to work with. So that's really annoying for EG. They would have loved to have recovered some of the lost funds from the previous round.
Indeed.
Not really able to.
Yeah, at least they're getting a couple of those kills with the Mac 10, so bonus $1,200 instead of $600. So, I mean, wherever you can get it, you're right. These have been expensive rounds, and yeah, you can tell the impact that it's having now in the bank. There's a lot of gun juggling going on right now to make sure that they max out on their nades here, Evil Geniuses. This is the big buy round here for G2, and we're seeing those AUGs come into play now. And I'm curious to see, yep, niko going to head out into the yard, looking for some aggression perhaps. Just going to set up here. Yeah, he's definitely wanting to spot to see, because this could be the first round where Evil Genius to show some pressure out here, and that is going to be the case in a moment.
No wall of smoke, so for the minute it looks like they're just going to straight challenge it, but yeah, there the wall comes down, and there's a very big gap And Kenny's looking, and now, even if he doesn't catch anyone jumping by, this is super important. niko, oh, he's going to get run down while he was switching back to the M4. That is some great timing for Ethan, who was doing so well on Vertigo, but the refrags are in. Hunter with a triple kill while we're praising Ethan. And now it's a 2-on-3. Sneaking in is Brehze. He definitely has the jump on Amanek, and suddenly it's a 2-on-2. Kenny is upstairs, and Nexa is outside, and we're lucky to still have a head.
So close, wasn't it?
Yep, he could have been dead right then and there. Now they're gonna go vent diving, and this is where the fun really begins on Nuke, because once you're down there, I mean, the pressure is on for the CT side to try and, you know, get down here without dying. And already, I mean, I don't know, that could have gone both ways once CeRq missed up the initial shot, but now Kenny has to walk in while scoped, and he can't change his scope now. He's just trying to catch the timing. He actually did hit Brehze there, and he'll get the follow-up shot too. Getting down there is going to be tricky. CeRq is right in that little room, and Kenny, he scoped up for it. The door is already open, and CeRq is not going to give him a chance. That's a nice clutch. That's a nice 4th round for EG. And I mean, that after Hunter's triple, that looked like G2 were just going to win it.
It did, didn't it? I mean, that was a fantastic start to the round. Look at it again. Hunter just catching him out in the open. Easy. Drops that bomb as well before he gets training. This is the kill, though, here. CeRq managing to pick up that kill on Nexa is monstrous. You know, it's not often that you get to reset your spray against a pro-level opponent, right? And so
he could have been dead.
He should have been dead. And that should have been a 2-on-1 retake scenario for G2. Instead, we get a 4th round on the board now for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, and they're straight outside. The shotguns are inside, so they're going to be avoiding that and just battling it out where they have just all of the advantage in the world out here. So, I mean, this should be fine. I like this. You know, putting on a fair bit of pressure. I think the only risk in this round would have been like a 5-man nade stack out in the yard. Could have been dangerous, but they don't have it that much. So, I guess it's fine. So, in terms of, you know, a start here to the 3rd map where, you know, I think both teams could lay claim to being pretty decent on this map. But getting 5 in a row like this is really huge. Like, that's going to really set you up nicely. Even though some of the earlier rounds were really expensive, if they can walk out of this one with a bit of a lead, it's going to be fine.
Well, it's the same feeling as on Train, Anders. I mean, that's what you have to be thinking, because this is the only other map that's really clear-cut. Well, Mirage is there too, not nearly as CT-sided, but I mean, 53.5% CT-sided across something like 468 games in 2020. So, still CT-sided, Nuke. If you are actually getting T rounds early, you are only going to be feeling good. Just like on Train that started off this series, where Evil Geniuses were able to get the strong start on the T side. This is going to come back to haunt G2.
Yeah, I think it's totally recoverable, but I mean, now the problem though for G2 is well, the round loss bonus is going to be picking up, right? But you're going to be in this weird scenario where every other round you have to save, right? So, I mean, 5 rounds down quickly becomes 7 rounds down. Like it can easily spiral. So let's just see.
These have been close. I mean, Evil Geniuses are kind of getting some of that luck back that they lost on Vertigo when the clutches weren't going their way. They've had 2 clutches go their way so far in the first 5 rounds. So
saved all of it for the final map.
Exactly, for the final map when it mattered most, right? Because Vertigo was already going to be a bit of a hit or miss.
I like that. I actually think that's a really cool idea. Hunter wanted to like get the extra cash right at the end and do some more damage, but yeah, they stop fighting niko. They just escape. No one else goes down. So EG, that's nice, right? Winning the round and getting the extra cash in the pocket for only losing a single player. Now, I mean, G2 are going to be back with a bye, but just think about what. So that 4th round that they barely lost, G2. Think about how it started with niko like putting down that smoke and then getting a run down. Like, it's so, the margins are so thin for him having the rifle out and just murdering all of them as they come through the smoke, right? Like there's a lot going on there as well, just on its own. And you could bet you niko's not going to be happy either.
No, and that's again part of the game plan.
Yep.
Do whatever you can to tilt niko, and he'll drag the rest of the team down.
He's looking for it. Could he see any feet behind there? Doesn't seem like it. At least not yet. Some random shots, which really do nothing at all. And he's going to fall back down to the lower site. So, I mean, that's all good for now. What does he have? He's got an HE and a flash, but no grenades to really stop them with. So, I don't know if that was his smoke or not, but I guess it must have been. All right, but they're almost all down here except for Brehze. So Again, that's a pretty common setup to leave one guy in lobby, just in case. Could catch people if the CTs want to rotate down the vent. You could shoot them in the back. He's really far back, and the flames just make it hard to see anything. Now he's trying to relocate, but he needs some backup in here, and he's got it in Kenny on that AWP, and actually a second player as well, a nexa. Oh, wow. No one being caught by Brehze yet. He's been waiting there the whole time to see anyone, but that isn't happening at the moment. And now we're down to 30 seconds on the clock, and I don't know if they want to rotate back on out. I mean, sometimes you can go back to the A-bomb site, but I don't think that's going to be easy in this particular round. Kenny finding a kill, taking down Stanislaw, and they're going to catch niko right in there. A follow-up shot. It looked like he fired right between them, and at 15 seconds, it's going to be a bomb plant, and quite a tough retake, and now an impossible retake as CeRq will get that kill, and the follow-up as well. G2, they had it lined up. They knew where they were coming. They had the reinforcements at the B bomb site, and they fail every single duel as they come into the site, except for the one on Stanislaw. That is shocking.
And Stan just eats himself in there anyway. So whether he lives or dies, that's kind of moot. It's the other ones that come through behind him. Kenny, I think you're right, shoots through the two of them through that molly. That's a heartbreaking situation for G2. They had the correct call and everything. The setup is there.
Yeah.
But nothing comes together.
And it's quite rare that you're going to have 3 people in the B bomb site for when they, like, normally you're just going to have like a couple of people and you're just trying to pick them up as they come into the bomb site, and you can't even really defend it, but you can retake it. But the fact that they had all of that going on is, well,
it's the return of niko cam, Anders.
You see.
It's the return of niko cam. And yeah, this is a good time to call a tactical timeout if you're Matic right now. The G2 coach.
Yeah, definitely try and get everyone calmed down, because I mean, I just think the fact is you're not going to get many more rounds where you're going to have a better setup at the B bomb site. So not holding that, well, that's going to be a problem. Not for EG though. 6-0 in their favor, and currently top of the board for them is Brehze at 8-3, and then CeRq at 7-1. You said you'd like him to do more at the beginning? Well, here we go.
Here we are. Yeah, no, he has certainly stepped up individually. Without a doubt, he is waking up now. And I mean, everybody right now, actually, in fact, for Evil Geniuses, there's no real weak links. Ethan is popping off with 110 ADR. Brehze's up there with 170. Dude is just going ham. So this is, this is definitely a revitalized Evil Geniuses after the struggle of Vertigo, where they were just getting their heads kicked in by G2. Here on Nuke, it is definitely looking like Evil Geniuses had a game plan. They've had a bit of luck. To be fair, they've had a couple of clutches go their way, something that didn't happen on Vertigo.
Sure, yeah, that's true.
And we're looking at 6-0.
I mean, yeah, I don't disagree, but I mean that happens across all maps, right? And you know, we've definitely seen it on Vertigo, how some of those rounds. So yeah, I don't think, yeah, that definitely explains some of those rounds. But I think what's really disturbing, and I guess what the real issue is that G2 can't mentally be in a state where if they have some of that luck go against them earlier in the half like this, it just seems to sort of get worse and worse and worse, right, for them. Then the negative feedback loop in that moment is pretty outrageous. So, well, they have some weapons to fight with, not that many. They're out in the yard this time, and I don't mind this. I think you might as well just gamble a little bit and try and see if you can find anyone. Stanislaw is very far back and hard to find without losing a lot of people here. Shotgun, it was close, and Stanislaw. That's some good timing, right? Just as the engagement happens, he knows, or he's hoping that they're going to come running to try and get to Mini, so he just catches one of the rotations right there. And that is not going to be a problem for EG to win this round. Ooh, and he lives.
Get out of here.
I can't believe it. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Well, 7-0 in favor of EG. We're still waiting on G2 to do something.
We are. And let's see it right now. Whew, buddy, Anders. This isn't what you want to be saying, but Nico's working on his secret agent status.
He has, in fact, got 0 kills and 6 deaths, so you're right. I mean, this is the kind of collapse that, you know, makes you question a lot of what is happening on the team. So we'll see if they can recover it. Like, that is the oh, he threw 1 grenade and got 2 in return. Now that is 100% return on investment. So I mean, in that sense, you have to be excited about that. But
listen, if they existed, I'd buy HE coins. Let's go.
Yeah. that is the... That's gotta be the next big thing. That put him at 007, by the way.
It did. He got a secret agent status. James Bond. Yeah, Nico's really struggling right now.
If someone could make a video of like the two nades coming back with like a little green arrow going up and saying 100%,
send it to him.
I'd be really excited about that.
This is the thing where it's like Nico's going to struggle individually. He is going to vocalize that, and you're going to be struggling with that sort of scenario if you are G2.
Wow, I can't believe they made it out of that. Ooh, but they run right in. They forget about the fact that there could have been another person there. That's a little bit outrageous. That's kind of EG getting ahead of themselves. They definitely would have won that fight, I think, against Nexa if they had just been a little bit more careful. So maybe the celebrations are starting a bit early now on the EG side. Brehze sneaking in and catching Kenny with his back turned out in the open. And just like that, it is it's a huge health advantage here for Brehze. Now, 28 seconds, and he doesn't really know where to look, and he doesn't have a lot of time either. So he's going to have to probably make a couple of assumptions here and just go fast with it. Closing up the doors, that is nice. And picking up the bomb, is he going to run for the site? Oh, he is. This is so smart. What a genius.
What a play. What a play.
Oh, but wait, Nexa knows. Well, Nexa, he's kind of a genius himself. Yeah. 8 seconds, he's going to come running right down. Is Nexa going to be there on top of him? He just lands, doesn't even try and do it silently. Planting in the last 2 seconds, and they're catching Nexa. Oh, wow. A 2 versus 1 clutch for Brehze, and an 8th round for EG.
And let's see it again here. This is Niko getting dunked outside. Just all nades, triple nades.
It's a 300% return on investment. I can't believe it.
Just the hard counter. Man.
Obviously, he doesn't appreciate that part of it, but they're all over.
And we're just going to relive this, aren't we?
Why not?
I mean, it is perfect. Perfect catch there by like our wonderful observers.
I don't know what's happening. Well, I do know what's happening. EG are winning this game.
Okay, Niko's on the board now. Niko's on the board.
He's going to get a kill right there. But listen, if we back it up to the part where they're actually going down the lower side, there's a really impressive crossfire setup, I think, between Amanek and Hunter. And I can't believe that EG actually fought their way out of that. That looked so good. That in itself is shocking. Like, everything about these rounds here just seem like at least G2 should have a lot more to say, and somehow that's not happening. 4 versus 3.
Yeah.
Amanek is, I think he's out looking for someone, which I think is generally a cool idea. Stanislaw, I think, is going to be really hard to find, though. I think he's up on the T roof somewhere, so not going to be finding him anytime soon. Hunter is also down on the lower part of the map, and Nexa is set up in a good position, I think. A bomb site is wide open for anyone to watch. So if they don't go check ramp or lower and just walk into the A site, well, it's going to be trouble, and they will. That smoke is just a clear indication. That's the smoke you throw so that you can't get your face blown up as you're coming out. Climbing up behind. Oh, Nexa! 2 kills, including on the bomb. What a massive win. They could have just as easily got down and got the bomb planted. And now 2-on-3. There is no bomb plant yet, so I don't know why they're being that aggressive. The Nova shotgun, though. And then the bullet to the back of the head by Amanek. Man, a round by G2 that, I don't know. I mean, that is, if not for Nexa, that never gets close.
I think they're starting to finally figure it out. But, like, Niko's doing a lot of talking right now. And, well, there was quite a bit of utility damage dealt by Evil Geniuses in the end this round.
Those are the 3 nades on Niko. And he, oh wow.
And it's 100. You know,
why is the production crew trolling Niko as well?
Well, to be fair, I wanted to take a look at this, so just to see if we were going to see. Because I mean, Vertigo. To be fair, there is a thread here. Evil Geniuses had no utility damage at all. And here, at least, they've started off with a little bit to work with. Evil Genius, as far as the average damage is concerned, Brehze is giving us a star-level performance right now. So he is definitely popping off. He's leading the charge. And it's good to see that this is really just bringing everybody along behind him in his wake. There's no weak link on Evil Geniuses right now.
No, they're doing so incredibly well.
They've had 3 clutch rounds go their way so far. So, I mean, that is... And they're winning all their opening duels. Like, everything is popping off right now for Evil Geniuses. This is the one round where G2, they have to change it up. They have to get some kind of impact out here.
Yeah, they're running a very similar setup. They're still sort of... I mean, Niko is still out there by mini. Looks like it's going to be a bit of speed behind it. They actually, I think they tried to blow him up from the other way this time. I think they were sort of heavily nading mini. You see all the soot on the ground there. So I think they're They're just gunning for him.
They are. This is the game plan. Take down niko. That's all you need to do.
They nearly did. He's at 15 health. Ooh, does that mean at one point they're going to be running that cool strat that I love where they go up on the silo and just like run like 2 people over it and dive into mini? That could be fun. If that is the plan, then, you know, why not? But they did actually almost kill him in this round already, so... Yeah, it seems like they're just putting the pressure on niko, actually. It's pretty mean, but possibly also very effective, and that is really the only thing that matters, so... Hunter's pushed up. And if he can win a fight here, I mean, if this becomes like an A execute and he wins hut on his own, that is huge. But he's going to get Molotov back, actually. That's kind of interesting. Grenades don't really do much in return there. 47 seconds, and they're going to try and move in. Smokes are up, but Hunter, he's in a really awkward position. He's going to get that 1 kill. No one's coming through the hut right now, but a couple of kills in return will make it almost impossible to hold this site here. Amanek, he's got a good headshot, though. Hunter goes down. The spray continues, but not in favor of Amanek. A pretty good double kill. 28 seconds, and sneaking in from the high ground. Oh, nearly transferring, and he gets a headshot as well. Nexa saving G2 again. He did it the previous round. The only 2 rounds they have are thanks to him.
Yeah, what a save. But look at this. The difference is that right now, Evil Geniuses, they've got 8 rounds on the T side, and everything they get past this is gravy. So if they lose these rounds, it's fine. A 1v1? Cool. All good. Means you have no money going into the next round. You're going to be spending all your bank, and we are already in the lead. So... Yeah. Evil Geniuses, you know, yeah, CeRq is putting on a bit of a show, but you saw the grin afterwards, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know that's like, okay, they're in a good space mentally right now, and it's all the pressure on G2 still. This entire rest of the map is all going to be about G2 and what they're capable of mentally.
They want to hit it really quickly up on the rafters. It's just going to be a trade. Hunter down here. Oh, he lines them up for a quad kill. That is magnificent. And Brehze on his own. 1 versus 3. I mean, again, with the M4A1, it is hard to spray down that many people, and somehow he does. niko trying to get involved in the action. Still nearly loses. Oh, man.
Dude, if he'd have just killed niko there...
He would have been... I mean, again, it would have been too much. I feel like we shouldn't be laughing. It's just absurd, because, again, we've all had games like these where just everything backfires. Brehze walking out, and he'll win the fight against niko in the follow-up duel. He's very low on health, though, and he should not be winning this 1 versus 2. And, in fact, Kenny will find him, but all praise goes to Hunter. Using every bullet, like, you know, he's really conserving them here, and they're like, that's so efficient, right? And then he has enough for the rest here.
So about that M4A1S.
Yeah,
you know, everybody's like, no, you just need A4s. That's the only way you can get multi-spray downs, man. It shoots too slow, M4A1S, man. I mean, can't get kills with it, man.
You know what? Like, wouldn't it be interesting if more people started to, like, come over, like, if we saw, like, a return? I doubt it, but, you know, maybe.
I'm all about it. We just need a couple of good skins with the A1S, you know? I think it's a little lacking on the skin.
You think that's what's making the difference?
Definitely. They don't have a Howl, you know, they don't have an Asimov. We need something iconic.
Okay, well, I'm sure they're out there. 8-3, 12th round, and the money is gone for EG. If this finishes 8-7, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it. I want to say that should, like, you know, revitalize G2, but I just don't doubt it. I'm not sure anything can right now. But theoretically, they should walk out of that half thinking, you know what, damn, like we could have got blown up and lost this game already. At least we still have like a decent chance, right? At 8-7, like, it's anybody's game. So let's see if they can get there. If they can pull it together.
Nice. Well-timed Molotov right behind the smoke. Gonna slow things down a little bit out here, but we do have those walls. And now, are they imperfect? No, there's no gap.
There's no gap. And they're walking past, not trying to surprise anyone through the smoke either. We've seen some creative uses of that where people even boost inside of the smoke on the T side to look over. But none of that is happening. Hunter is down here, keeping an eye on things. Oh, that's a nice follow-up. First guy jumps, second guy's there for the shot. And now they got to be careful. If they get taken down one at a time here, that is a nightmare. It's better let them have the bomb plant and then try and go for the retake, or you don't want to be losing this round. Because, again, like, I just don't think there's no mental recovery after that. They're such a fragile team right now, you could tell. Kenny and Amanek are retaking from behind, and are they going to go aggressive at the ramp? That would be so cool if they try to take it over. It seems like they've stretched themselves pretty thinly on this map. CeRq with a little bit of a hunt and a couple of kills for Brehze. That is the entire flank gone. And niko, he's trying, but not succeeding. And nexa, I don't know, like, you're not going to get this done. You might as well back on out. So a huge round won here by EG, and G2 just not able to stand up, even just against pistols.
That was a hard eco, Anders.
Yeah.
That was,
yeah, well, Deagles, right?
Essentially, like Deagles, couple smokes for the smoke wall. That's all they had. They didn't have nothing fancy. And this is Brehze. We're going to get his angle here. Yeah, perfect. How does amanek not convert that kill?
That works out really well.
Agony.
And that is pretty devastating.
That is agony for G2 right now. This is...
Yeah. It's hard to rally, right?
I'm sorry, it's impacting everybody right now because like Kenny's got 3 kills, 19 ADR. The struggle is real in terms of firepower, trying to get everybody rallied up on the G2 side. It's just not going their way. They've had a single clutch go their way this half. This map, yeah, this half. And
yes,
9 rounds on the T side of Nuke.
Brehze is at 18-6, so man, he's been having himself a very, very good series, which has been fun to watch. I've missed this version of Brehze. He went missing for a little minute.
He has, yeah. It's been the return, right, of the Brehze.
M4 versus AK.
Sits down.
Dink. And down to 11. CeRq picking off on that one. And, whole lower part of the map is already open to them. So now they're just DMing, and they're not going to lose anyone. 10-3 in their favor.
This is, to remind you all, this is an elimination match. This is for a spot in the spring finals versus going down into the showdown where you have teams like Astralis and Vitality waiting for you. So there's a lot on the line here, and I think G2 are starting to feel the heat, starting to feel the pressure, and this is nawwk really just, now is the time you have to call the attack timeout, and look, he's trying to get them fired up. Because it looks like a graveyard. Every time we're looking at them, it looks like they're all in mourning right now for this series already. nawwk doing what he can to try and get the guys fired up here.
How do you do that, though? I mean, I don't even know what kind of a speech you would have to give to sort of make this work. I think at the point in time where they lose to the pistols in the B-bomb side, you like, are you ever gonna like turn that around mentally? You know, maybe it would be different again if you were all sat in a room and you could like take off your headsets and say we're going to shoot a timeout here or whatever. But online, man, it is tricky to try and do that. 14th round is going to be coming up, and well, they have some weapons. They don't have a lot, and they don't have a kit, and they don't have really that many grenades. So it's the best that they could do, but they definitely should be buying in this round. Best they can do right now is 10-5. That is pretty far from okay.
It's not as far, yeah. I'm just trying to find some way back into this. I mean, for G2. niko could lurk his way through the smoke out here. He's looking like he's going to get a flash support and gets caught on the wall. Nothing can work for niko right now. Nothing is working for niko. And he dies.
I don't even know. Was he flashed through by Kenny?
Yeah, he got set up for a flash from a teammate, and again, I think he got caught on the wall.
Well then, Nexa also getting overwhelmed in that part of the map, and he goes down. So 5-on-3. Stanislaw's holding that side and keeping Kenny occupied. They're just so spread out, G2. None of them can help each other out. Kenny with a knife out is going to get shut down. Man, this is getting pretty brutal, isn't it?
Oh, no, Hunter. Living up to his name. Boy, it pays off. He woke up at dawn, trudged his way out here onto the plant, waited in that corner, and he is rewarded with the kill. He will feed his family for the next 6 months. Good man.
Oh, no, he won't. He never made it back from the hunt, Sam.
It's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing, Anders, you know?
One tap. It's so outrageous, man. What is this game? I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what I was expecting, but the fact that EG are just
utterly dominating.
Wrecking them
I thought
so
Evil
bad.
Geniuses would win because, again, remember, this is what we've been hammering all map long and all series long, which is you need to destabilize niko, and eventually it will go your way. I just didn't expect it to be like this. Yeah. I thought we would have a bit more of a back and forth kind of battle going on right now, but 11-3 in favor of Evil Geniuses on the T side of Nuke. This is a total disaster for G2. I never expected it to be this one-sided.
Just clicked him away.
Oh, man, that hurts my soul. Kenny with 3 kills. Come on.
Assuming that we're going to do some sort of winner interview, I would love to know if they actually did. Because, looking at the minimap at the start of every round, we can see niko's running that same position. They know exactly where there's no switch up. He's not calling anyone else. He's just sort of like banging his head against the wall round after round after round. And now you wonder if EG, if that really is the plan. Like, I would love to ask them, because if that is, you know, that's a problem. They're going to find him. CeRq taking down both him and Kenny. And again, a 5-on-3 to start this round with. So pretty hard to make it back here, especially with the weaponry. Nexa is up close with the FAMAS, but there's an army of people on the other side. He actually is going to get 2 kills, and nearly could have been a quad spray down. Followed up by that is Hunter, and low on health on the other side. I mean, that is so unreasonable. That should have probably never happened. And CeRq, he's going to be walking in himself, pretty low on health, in a 1 versus 2. Now, it would only be fitting if he could win this, though.
Indeed.
Yeah, chance for a knife.
No way.
Think of the content. No, he's not.
Think of the content.
Yeah, I'm just saying he had the setup for it. Now, he's very low on health here. And Amanek, what does he do, though? If he jumps the gun and goes down, well, you could see what's waiting. If he waits longer, then obviously it could be a bomb plant. And then he's, you know, in a much worse position. So, bit of a standoff. Mental standoff.
The content criminal.
No, that's what he is. No one wants to give up on this. 30 seconds. They're both pretty stubborn. But eventually, CeRq is going to have to make the move, right? So
this is very well played by Amanek. This is such great discipline. Just trust. Just trust. The clock is on you, dude.
Yeah, but you've got to think it's so hard, right? Like, it's so tricky to keep that faith, because that little voice in your head is just telling you, yeah, but he could have been walking around. What if he's gone up? You know, what if he's up at heaven and shooting me in the back? But now he knows. The door opens. Bomb is going to get planted. Molotov is there. And Amanek, where is he gone? It seems like he's slowly sneaking out now towards the doors. And CeRq didn't throw the Molotov. He wants to wait. There is no smoke. He's actually set up for a really good shot here. But if he goes back into this corner, he could theoretically still throw it on. Oh, but Amanek will find him. Oh, he must have held his breath that entire time. And then they burn his corpse. And they get a 4th round on the board, which is probably nowhere near enough, but as a sort of mental victory, at least they do that. All right, that is the first half done. The second half is coming up right away. The final half is coming up, and EG are in the lead, 11-4. They were on the T side, and now they're going to be joining the CT side. And G2 have really not that much room for recovery, do they? Like, it has to be like the fastest, most like hard-hitting comeback of all time, because they're so far down mentally and in every other way. They're going to be setting up inside of lobby, rushing through the hut straight onto the A side, and with some flashbangs, and it's Nexa to walk right into the random bullets being thrown out by Brehze. Bomb is getting planted, and he's not going to get another shot at the very least, but hey, that sets it up for a 4-on-5 retake.
At least it's not Niko getting one to the face.
You know what? I didn't want to say it, so I'm like...
You started with an N, and I was like, oh, no.
Yep. In my own brain, that same thing was happening. That is a very nice smoke to save. For an after plant, the fact that they didn't use it in the beginning and actually had that, that's pretty good. Nice shot, though. Niko coming in with a kill, but the retake is still on. 2-on-3. Hunter, though, he's snuck up here, but I think they know now. He's made some noise. The defuse, it's going to happen, and it will be a 12th round for EG. They get a team ace. Every single person picking up a kill each, and well,
and oh man, if they win this, it confirms it. I mean, in terms of the advantage of being on land together in a room. If Evil Geniuses pull this off, they will have just ejected every team so far that has played without having their teammates around them. Will just wind up down in the lower bracket or in the showdown. So, wow, G2 right now. I mean,
we're doing hard science here.
We are. And shout out to Sponge. He was the one who tweeted out this morning. And he that was a great point, I thought, to bring up, because it's played out essentially that way. And it's something that G2 tried to address as well. And
yes,
a couple of the other teams as well, where there's like, we can't stay on boot camp forever. You know, like eventually we do have to go home. But
do you though?
Yeah, exactly. EG right now, you know, they're the ones making the sacrifice, and look, it's paying off.
The forever boot camp. Just lock him in a house and don't give him the keys.
Get it done. Get the major. There it is.
Nice.
Niko.
You see like the pixels move and then he's just dead. That's a good shot. Nexa, well, he's going to get a nice stink in on CeRq, but it won't be a kill. 4-on-4, and the bomb is down. So far, so good for G2, and it seems like actually EG were pretty slow to react. They're all going to be retaking from the ramp, which that could be sort of good and bad. It depends on how far in you get with the first couple of players. If you die right at the turn of the corner here, it's going to be bad news. But if you get far enough in, fair play, it'll probably work out all right. Niko up close, and missing the chance, and they will get that entry that they needed. Hunter, pretty good deagle shot, but he needs to land at least another one here. Doors being closed and then opened. Swung it in his face, in fact. And that will be the retake. No kit, but I think they'll have just enough time for it anyway. So should be a 13th round picked up here. Oh, it's right at the end. It's close. It's real close. 13-4, though.
There was a little bit of a clench there. A little bit, yeah. That is a niko shot. Look at this.
It's pretty good.
It's just clean, quick, instant. And Stan, at least, you know, he still drops the smoke. Had the smoke primed. He knew, though. He knew what could happen. Yeah, buddy.
It's like, if nothing else, I'm going down with this.
That stung. It's like the dead man's grenade.
That's true. That is true. Now...
0.1 second left on that defuse, I'm told. That is cutting it close.
Plenty of time.
Well.
Okay, here we go. Out in the yard, niko leading the charge against the position that he himself was playing on the first half. And not too successfully either. He's got some backup, and they got nexa over by the ramp, over by the trophy room, so... Deep Molotov there against Stanislaw. He doesn't have a smoke, so he could have just as well gone down. The grenade? Alright, it'll do a little bit of damage, but probably not still worth it. CeRq is holding the yard, and, you know, otherwise they're spread out pretty thinly. If Stanislaw goes down at any point down here, I mean, the rotation is going to be quite far away from B. CeRq could walk in there, but... as a single person, probably can't hold the bomb site, so...
To be fair right now, Anders, I'm very happy to see that niko is taking point as the entry man for G2. If anything, like, don't have him off lurking. Let nexa be the one to try and figure it out and find the opening for your team.
Well, nexa's been winning all the clutches so far for G2, so...
yeah, and just have niko, like, just brute force it. You know, niko, you got the aim. We're paying you the big bucks. Get in there and click heads. And, well, there you go. Stanislaw just cannot catch a break versus niko right now. This is fantastic for G2.
He's going for it. Oh, wow. They actually stand inside of the fire. Amulet could have nearly died just then. And CeRq is going to be catching nexa. That's a very nice kill. And it's a 2-on-3 in spite of that really great opening. I mean, that was looking so good. But only for like a minute. Or not a minute. Only for like 5 seconds. They have another smoke, so they can sort of try and block off one of these angles. They flash their way through for a bit of a peek. But 2-on-3, they are already getting fired upon. Leaving Hunter alone, he's going to get one. Now he's just toying with them. Can he actually escape? He wanted to set up the grenade. It's a nice idea. But Brehze will win the round. And that's going to be 14-4.
10-round lead. Evil Geniuses just looking terrific right now. They can do no wrong, Anders. These retakes are so solid, and it's just uniform together, working really well together as a team right now. You got to give it to Evil Geniuses. Even with niko giving the opening kill again on Stanislaw.
Yeah, so that but I mean, the opening kill is really good, and even the sort of the straight push on there, it's just so shocking that they lose that many to just like a single player, and it's because of the Molotov, right? Molotov plus bullets, and like they're just fighting inside of it, and it goes horribly wrong. So that in itself is pretty dangerous. Let's see what they can do. CeRq is push all the way out. He wants to try and end it now. Again, crush them when they're down. That is a pretty good idea. Now, Hunter was catching him and falling back from that. I still think that's a cool idea for CeRq, you know, just kind of trying to keep that pressure on. Kenny realizes that that Molotov is really far back, and he wants to go and fight them, hoping that they're not going to realize. But they did.
They were well aware of it. And, well, Kenny, I mean, at some point, Kenny's got to start making some plays as well. He is a fragger. And, well, CeRq with a double at ramp. They're getting annihilated, Anders. Hunter is alone in a 1v4. He's got plenty of time, and he's got the bomb and a single smoke and an AK. So, I mean, if anybody could pull it off, it is perhaps the man who so perfectly color coordinates his skins. Guy's got a theme, and he sticks to it.
We'll see if that's going to give him the synergy that he needs for this one. You have to hope so. I mean, I guess every little bit counts at this point in time. 50 seconds for a 1 versus 4. And, well, he has to start with a kill. That's going to get him down. And he has the bomb. But he can't actually get onto the site. Yeah, they're just all set up for it. Not even close. 15-4. EG a single round away. As you said, from sending G2 into the showdown where Vitality and Astralis are already... I mean, that showdown is going to be unbelievably brutal this season already.
Stacked.
Like, we're not. I mean, we still have more teams to find. Obviously, it's going to be more than just the teams from the groups here, right? It's going to be real rough.
Anders, it's so sick that on Friday we kick off a group with Liquid, Navi, Faze, and MIBR.
I can't wait.
All the stories there. I cannot wait to see Liquid versus Navi. That is going to be so sick.
Some early nades out on niko, and now they're pushing through, actually sandwiched in between the smokes. I don't know what's happening any longer. Brehze will get a kill and then go down right afterwards. But yeah, Stanislaw is actually snuck past niko. He's all the way towards T-spawn, so we didn't forget about him. And niko is probably in a very powerful position to stop any kind of a retake here. Could they win 11 rounds in a row here? Suddenly,
they could.
You believe in it?
It's CS, Anders. We've seen crazier comebacks.
Yeah, but not many.
That inner fanatic.
Not many from, I think, this. But I agree. Theoretically, they could.
1 round at a time. That's what you're telling yourself right now if you're G2. 1 round at a time. And, well, I mean, your money is not terrific if you're Evil Geniuses. But I guess you can still just go for the retake.
I think now it's probably, like, time is too late.
Yeah.
But the fact that niko goes down, like, he's waiting there the whole time. Just the stress on him right now has got to be unbelievable. He's got 5 kills. Kenny's got 3 kills. They all die with the bomb, so even winning the round, like, there's nothing to celebrate. There's nothing. You're just like, oh yeah, cool, we lost all the money.
And we're gonna get a replay now of round 17. This was the defuse coming through from Brehze, and madness.
The revolving doors.
It's all over the place. And this is the replay. 0.1 seconds left on this defuse. So 0.1 in the round before the fuse goes off. Madness. It doesn't get much closer than that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's been so much of this. We're getting some good reactions, like, accumulated over the space of this game. 10 round lead. 10 rounds in a row now is what they would need. I'd find that very exciting if we could get that. I kind of doubt it, but as a thought in the back of your mind, certainly it's
it's always possible. And I mean, G2 right now, they're cutting corners in terms of firepower to afford more grenades. So they are trying to do everything they can here to fight in this scenario. G2 right now, I mean, UMP Mac 10, 3 rifles, but full nade set. Evil Geniuses, however. Anti-rush nades out in the yard, trying to control the situation. A little bit of shot coming through, but CeRq and Stanislaw, are they going to make a play? Thinking about it.
Yeah, they at least have, like, a setup to, like, bait one into the other, which is kind of cool. I mean, EG don't have that many grenades. They've got some slightly better weapons, I guess, maybe, but this could be an interesting battle here in the 21st round. Some distractions outside, the wall, the flashbangs, but it's all just for show. And it's not really fooling anyone. CeRq is kind of casually watching it, but now the push up into the trophy room, this is incredible, because if they try and go for this A execute, which they are, they're going to explode the door, throw the smoke, but they're going to be shot in the back in like 2 seconds. And Brehze, he's even taking care of business in hut, shutting it all the way down. My God, EG absolutely decimating G2 on this final map and sending them right into the showdown. I can't see them doing anything from here on out. 40 seconds, the bomb is on the ground, they're in a 2-on-4, they have to fight their way back out into lobby, win that fight, reclaim the bomb, and then go back and try and see if they can pick it up. It is unlikely. CeRq actually goes down, and nexa, that's a pretty nice couple of kills there. Down to 25 seconds, though, and Brehze and Stanislaw are on the other side, and he's up close. He goes down. Nexa with a triple kill. Can they find it? No! It doesn't matter what happens. 16 to 15 as EG take down G2, and I mean, in tremendous fashion here towards the end. This was a really, I think, inspiring win for them.
A devastating loss for G2 coming into this group as the 2nd seed. Everybody, all eyes on you. You've been making moves with the roster to get better results, to start winning tournaments.